today, and I already made a video going over them in more detail. But I just wanted to do a quick live and also update on the horror movie community voting that we're doing right now. So if you haven't voted for your the movie you think is the best horror movie of the year so far, we've done one round already, and we chose four movies out of those rounds to go to the semifinals, if you will. And two of the movies today will go up into the finals round, which will start tomorrow. But you have until midnight to vote for those four movies, which you think is the best, and the top two will go in. I go over all of the reactions that I watched online come up. Yesterday there was a screening for Nosferatu, and it was in a couple of cities, and people had some words about it, and I was excited to get into it because I think Nosferatu truly will be one of my favorite movies of the year. And I chose some of the reaction, a lot of people that I really trust their opinion, and I usually do lean with their opinion when it comes to film. That's always a thing. You got to go out there and find the ones you sort of like lean more into their opinion when it comes to finding out if a movie's for you or not. Because I think that nowadays a lot of people just look at the critic scores and things like that and they just decide. But no, no, no. You should look at people you kind of align with in a way, and that way you get the best like review and stuff like that. But they are saying that Nosferatu is a really great horror film and probably the best horror movie of the year, which I found very. I wasn't sure what to feel about Nosferatu. Right, I enjoyed Robert. Really like the Northman a lot. I think that movie went underseen. I like The Lighthouse as well, and then I like The Witch. I would put that in that order of my favorite Robert Eggers films. And now some people are saying that we could actually have his best film to date with Nosferatu. Now, a lot of the reviews are also saying that Lily Rose Depp is incredible in film, which I never doubted Lily Rose Depp. I've been loving her performances that I've seen. I think she was great in The Idol, albeit there are many things that people didn't like from The Idol, and I understand that, but I think that she was one of the more like stronger aspects of that whole show, and I'm very excited to see her career flourish after Nosferatu and her performance here. They're saying Bill Skarsgård is really great as Count Orlok, which I was so excited to hear because I was very hesitant about Bill Skarsgård because I just feel like he's playing so many of these like creature roles, if you will, and I was nervous about how his role would be. But I'm hearing that it's really great from these reactions and that he truly is terrifying. Now, the look of Count Orlok has not been shown to us, and I think that's the best thing that they can do is not go out there and showcase this look. I think that they should just keep it under wraps until you watch the film for the first time and you see Count Orlok on that big screen. I think that's the best way to do it, and I'm very happy that with the way they're treating the marketing for it, where it's this big mystery and allure to it. Because Count Orlok, that's what he really is emphasized on, is he has this allure, he has this mystery to him. People don't know who he is or why he's coming into the town, and they're terrified of him. And I want to see that in the movie, and I think the way they're handling the movie is great, and I'm excited to see that. Morbius, I feel like I had forgot about Morbius, but yes, Morbius was one I had seen for sure. Morbius and Count Orlok movie, I would be open to watching that team up. But yeah, the reviews are also saying that the music is great, that it's haunting. They're saying that the way the movie looks, the production design, all of that is great. There's one reaction that's saying that Willem Dafoe, as soon as he's on the screen, that the movie just blasts off and starts going crazy, which I'm excited to see that because I was very excited that Willem Dafoe, Robert Eggers, I think are always just going to work together now. I think it started with The Lighthouse. Then Willem Dafoe was in The Northman, which he had a very great role in that. So I'm excited to see Willem Dafoe here. And I have some theories about who Willem Dafoe is playing that I've already talked about in my other Nosferatu videos, but the reactions are just great, honestly, that have been coming out these past couple of hours, where people are saying that this is probably one of the best vampire films we've gotten in such a long time, and I'm excited about that because it looks like vampires are kind of coming back, right? Because we do have the Ryan Coogler film coming out next year with Michael B. Jordan about vampires and all of that, and there was a rumor that was supposedly saying that Christopher Nolan's next film was going to be about vampires and all that. And that's the film that has already Tom Holland, Matt Damon, and today they announced Anne Hathaway and Zendaya are also in that new Christopher Nolan film. So that's interesting right there. I really appreciate everybody jumping on here right now. We're just talking about Nosferatu first reactions. We're also telling you to go vote on the poll on our community right now to which one is the best horror movie of 2024. And I was thinking I should have added Nosferatu on there, but it hadn't come out and I just wanted to do the poll already. Maybe we'll redo the polls, right? Heretic comes out this weekend as well, so maybe we might just redo it. I don't know. But make sure you follow us here as well and subscribe to our channel. We talk movies, all the things you love. But we're just talking Nosferatu first reactions. A lot of the reactions are also saying that this movie is going to leave you like shocked by the end as well, which I'm curious to find out what the finale will be here. Of course, if you watched the original Nosferatu, you kind of know what that finale is. And by the way, I will be doing a watch party for that film. I'm going to be doing it the first week of December, right before the movie comes out later that month. And I'm going to be having a watch party where we can all watch it together. I don't know if I'll do it like through a vertical live. We'll probably have to do it through like the horizontal live, because that's the best way I think we can do it that way. So it's going to be cool. I'm going to be talking more about that, I believe, probably after Thanksgiving and how that's going to work. And it's going to be the first like watch party live I've done in a long time. So it's going to be good. We're going to watch the original because I think the original, you can find it on YouTube, I believe. So I am excited about Nosferatu. I really love Robert Eggers. I think he does have such a great eye, especially when it comes to gothic tales and all of that. And just these first reactions have me excited. The movie is coming out on December 25th, which is a pretty interesting release date for a horror film, especially one that's being called very dark and perverse. So I'm excited to see that, how it'll be. It's like you have a big choice after Christmas and all of that. Go watch some dark gothic film, right? So very great stuff. Very interesting things from Robert Eggers coming. Bill Skarsgård's being hailed as such a great Count Orlok, which is just so exciting to hear because I think he always really dives into these roles. I really enjoyed him as Pennywise in the It Chapter 1 and 2. I enjoyed it more in It Chapter 1. However, I think that movie is so great compared to the second one, and I know a lot of people feel some type of way about the second one. I like the second one, but I think the first one's just much better, and it was just such a shift, right, in our culture when that movie came out, and you remember that, right? So, I don't know, I'm excited to see what there is going to be like from Count Orlok and in Nosferatu. The vision is clearly there from the trailers that we've seen already. I'm curious if we're gonna get another trailer. I could definitely see a trailer for it during Gladiator, which is coming out soon, so the trailer should be coming out probably next week, if not. So I think that we definitely get one more trailer, and then that's when the movie's going to release in a month. So it could be the month out trailer with Gladiator, which we're watching Gladiator in a couple of days as well, which I'm excited about that one as well. And also Wicked and The Brutalist, three movies that I'm very excited for. And Nosferatu we're watching in a couple of weeks. So I'm excited. So many great films to end the year. It's been such an amazing year for horror. 2024 in general, really great year. And that's why we're running the poll. So if you're listening right now, we're just talking about Nosferatu first reactions. I do have a video where I go in depth into some of the reactions that came out and give you a little bit of my insight on it. So that video will come out in about an hour's time if you want to watch it. But right now we're just talking horror. We're talking Nosferatu and the film and all of that. Yeah, this is live. It should be the chat somewhere. I don't know. I'm doing vertical lives, so that's the thing. I don't know. It's the first time I do vertical lives this week. Something new that YouTube introduced. But if the chat isn't there, then I probably will just do the horizontal lives because I always love to do chat and all of that with the lives. So it should be live. I don't know, but I do see the chat. Yeah, hello to you too as well. So we're just talking horror films for everybody joining. We're just talking about Nosferatu first reactions. We do have a community poll right now where you can vote and you can talk about which one is your favorite horror film of 2024. We already had round one, and out of round one, we picked 4 of those films to continue on to round 2. So we're in round 2 right now, where the top 2 films on that round in our community post will go on to face each other over the weekend, and we'll see what was the best horror film of 2024 so far. Now, Nosferatu had come out by the time I made that, and maybe that was not a good thing on my part. I completely really forgot that Heretic was coming out and that Nosferatu was still coming out, so we started had some horror films that were coming out, so I should have maybe waited, right, to do that poll. But we'll probably redo it again at the end of the year when those films come out. But let's just talk about those films over there. So I believe we have Terrifier 3, we have Smile 2, we have Oddity and Late Night with the Devil competing with each other on which one of those 4 is the best horror movie of 2024. So once we get those votes in tonight at midnight, we close it, and then the 2 top films will move on to become not to become, but to face each other over the weekend to see who is the best horror film of 2024. Doom Prophecy looks really good as well. I did see the trailer for that, and I think they had a screening, and some people I knew went to that screening in New York City. I think they watched 1 or 2 episodes, and they're saying that they were great as well. So I'm excited about that next week. I believe it comes out. And Heretic, I will say I did enjoy Heretic as well. It is more of a movie. I feel that felt more thrills, but there's some horror to it as well. So definitely one I'm curious to see how people feel, and we'll probably do a whole end of year horror recap as well. I am trying to do more of these recaps of everything I watched. That's something I've been trying to do, and I'm doing the horror one right now. I'm so far getting into June right now for that video. I recorded half of it, and I want to record the rest of the half and release it probably next week. So very excited to talk more about that as well. But yeah, Nosferatu, I'm excited. Gladiator 2, I've heard some great things about it. I'll also watching Wicked next week, and also The Brutalist, and I believe we'll watch Nosferatu in a couple of weeks also. So I'll give my thoughts on that. But yeah, we're just doing more vertical lives. I'll probably do a horizontal live probably in the weekend when we discuss the top horror film and all of that. But if you haven't already, follow us, subscribe wherever you are. We do have a website, www.culturelixir.com, where you can check out more articles on things we may not get to here. And we're just trying to expand the channel and everything we do here. And stay tuned for a ton of other announcements to come. But very excited for all of these Nosferatu reactions. The video where I go over all of the reactions will come out in an hour's time. So around 5 p.m. you'll be able to watch that video. And I go over a couple of the big reactions that came out last night about it and give you more of my thoughts on it. So make sure you watch that video. Make sure you follow us. And yeah, really excited to talk more horror with y'all. Thank you for tuning in. We're just trying out these lives a little bit more. And so we'll do a couple more over the weekend. So check that out once we do that, and as always, stay safe and stay positive.